Hey, yo, I'm just in here getting together real quick, man. What's going on, people? If you're new in the building, if you're just not getting in the building, give me a second. I'm sending out some tweets, man, to a couple of people that have been joining in on the conversation around the cheating part of the show. You dig? Um, so we're gonna send these little messages out, see if any of them want to click that link and come in and check it out. You understand what I'm saying? And see if they want to debate their point, man, and debate my point. I just put together a show that I will have together to put out later today, about tonight. Um, did that go to both of them? Let's see. No, Chris Leak, it's a couple people in here, man. Um, I don't want to put too many on here. Uh, and get a mess around and get a spam and what I'm saying, ban or something like that. We don't want to do that, Jack. I do want to hit a couple of them that had these opinions though. This is another good one. And I'll be done here shortly, man. Get in the comments. Let's see if it's anybody else I need to send this out to. Yeah, I see a couple more. Bear with me, people. Bear with me. We'll get to the introduction and salutations shortly. You understand? And maybe I should. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm sending this out to a gang of people, so I don't know if I should go into the. I don't know if I should go into the part about football just yet. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should wait. Um. That's a lot of people talking about this, man. Damn, I don't know if I should go right into it or not. I guess we'll kind of take some. Yeah, I'll go with this. Just talking about what's first on the list. You dig? That being 1,000 subscribers, man. I appreciate everybody out there. You dig me? I wish I had a soundboard. We'll get that together here in the coming future. You understand me? I wish I had a soundboard in which to play some little sounds of a gratitude, if you will. I'm having some spacing difficulties right here. But yeah, man, 1,000 subs, bro. It's been a crazy little journey on this YouTube thing, but here I stand. You dig what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody that showed up that gap for me. And so now we're gonna start to go into some different things, man. Coming into the new year now, I'm into the new swing. I can offer the memberships and the little emojis to get in the chat, and which from the people that I see, just got a handful of people that are loyal enough to be there every Sunday and get into the conversation. You know what I'm saying? It's probably it's probably a good little distance between where I am now and there, but we will keep it going, man. When I started this thing, I think had like 33 subs. You dig? Um, and I was on a good track, got thrown off, got back going, but it's so crazy, bro, because I started this page for some music purposes and all that, like 12, 13 years ago. And bro, a lot of people I watch, I hear them talking about the number of years they've been on, and I'm like, damn, bro, I missed that bag. You know what I'm saying? At least then we're gonna get to it now. But it's like, yeah, bro. With the growth that I experienced, yeah, and so far, had I had just kept doing now, which when I first had the page, it was just like for music, and I've got some musical renditions out here, but they're private now. I don't really let them get back out into the public, not because they're not good, but it's just like, yeah, it's kind of cringe to me now wanting to be a rapper. You dig what I'm saying? But that's how I started, man. But I actually started this page, in which it was under a different name, but it was probably about a good 5 years ago. I actually, I got a bad habit of being like before my time, bro. It's like I got a lot of ideas, a lot of things that I started doing out here in life, but it's like I don't know, man. I kind of let them go because they weren't popular, so they didn't have a lot of support. You know what I'm saying? And lo and behold, you look up and be like, God damn, you was early on that, man. I went to school for computer programming in like '98. Like I was, yeah, bro. But anyways, had I kept it going right there from I didn't know COVID was gonna hit, but apparently a lot of people that they got super huge in this space. Apparently, COVID was a wonderful time for them. You did what I'm saying, and so had I stayed on that wave, and I put out a couple of episodes of which are still available. If you go all the way back to the beginning of my catalog, they were shows in black and white. I don't even really know what I did, but that was at that time, I don't know podcasting. I think acting out in was a thing, or maybe Ack was on that show with the one folks and all of that. But it wasn't a huge thing, man. But I put out some episodes in like black and white. You know what I'm saying? I never really paid attention to the views of it. I wasn't really into it, man. Had other things going on, but had I kept it going from then, little did I know that next year, you know what I'm saying, COVID was gonna set in for the next 2, 3 years, and people was gonna be sitting at the house with nothing to do but watch YouTube. Like I would have went crazy around that space, but I was still out here moving around, man. So COVID didn't hit my life the way it did everybody else. So I started the page, started doing that shit, let it go, and then here a couple years ago, man, I picked it back up, ran into a herder from a hater, which kind of reset me. I had to start back like the beginning of this year. But here we are now, man, 1,000 subs. Been had to watch hours. The one thing I can say, I think the subs came fairly on a good rate. At least that's what AI tells me. But I can say that when people click on it, no matter what type of how people, how many people they suggested to and all that, it's a complex thing, man. I type a lot of questions into the AI chat bot to try to get some understanding about this thing and Reddit forums and all of that. But from what I understand, generally when a person clicks on the material, they watch it. You dig? So that's a good thing, man, because the watch hours are going crazy. So now we got the subs, and now we here, man. So merch, open the store up. Like I said, I've got a clothing line I've had for a while, an imprint. You know what I'm saying? This is like a little one of the little joints. I just played around with this is America, which is fitting, and which I made it at the time because it was some crazy going on in America. And like I tell you all the time, we keep it hot, we keep it going. We got plenty of things to talk about from the DS board that they call America here today and tonight. So again, man, 1,000 subs. We are there into the partner program. And we're gonna go up, man. We're gonna go up. Different little shows, some quick hitters. It won't always be the 30, 45 minute. I think I'm gonna do those in a different format as far as you'll see the same setting, but I'm gonna start to utilize my green screen a lot more and try to get on top of stories as they're developing. You dig what I'm saying? And stop being so late. I think that's the last key to really making this thing pop, man. So again, I appreciate everybody. I do know who the last 5 subscribers were. I plan to do something for them, man. We're getting this thing together. It's just the top of the year, you know what I'm saying? I just finished school and all that. I'm looking for a gig. It's all kind of little moving pieces right now, but I plan to do something for them, so I appreciate that, man. And everybody that got me to where I'm going, bro. Like to go from 33 to watch that to get that 1,000 and watching it as closely as you know what I'm saying. Maybe I had the availability to, or what have you. Maybe some people do it and still go to other things throughout the day and they just let it go as it go. But for somebody that yeah, I really wanted that to happen, man. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I missed the opportunity and I really wanted to seize that again for myself. And so I think here we are, man. And we going to head on with that now. Uh, Going on with the nah, yeah, that's 10 minutes. That was perfect. 10-minute introduction. Now let's get into some business now, and I guess I don't know. Should I go into this first? I hope this. Maybe they'll cut this up into chapters, man, and people, because I usually get more live viewers to these afterwards, rather than right then at the moment. I usually where old Lisa Jean at, man? I ain't seen Lisa Jean in a while. I hope Lisa Jean is all right, man. I never got a chance to really talk to her and know a demographic or what have you. If it was any kind of things bothering her in her life, I do know that she said something that concerned me around the holiday time. But Lisa Jean, if you run across this, man, let me know you all right, baby girl. She usually you leave a comment under every post, every video, but I hadn't seen it in a couple of weeks. So I'm concerned for you, Lisa Jean. Holla at your boy. Especially she might could talk some of this football with me, but I guess should I go into football first, man? Let's see. I guess we'll go into the hot topic of the day first. What y'all think about this ICE situation, man? I put a video out about that. Go check it out. You know what I'm saying? Tell me what y'all think about it. Tell me what you draw from the angle that you saw. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I think the whole problem. What's the vetting process for ICE agent? I think that's where we need to start at. You know what I'm saying? Like, from what I understand, it only takes 6 weeks to be a policeman. I think I heard Kansas City accountability. So I hope I remember to. I'm trying to get better at this. So since I mentioned Bruh's name, I hope I remember to link him in the description of the collab thing or what have you, man. I think that's a smart way to link up with like-minded people or people that you ride with or what have you. But I think I heard him say that it only takes 6 weeks to be a police officer. Do they have now? I'm guessing if you qualify to be a police officer, it's just a natural transition. You can just go and work for ICE. But I don't think that all the people working for ICE have went through some strenuous evaluation, man. And so and if they have, bro, then they have clearly been given an edict to put all of that out the window and just, you know what I mean, proceed as you will, because it's rough. Now, when it comes to that situation, man, as far as from what I'm understanding, I'm seeing too many instances of it going towards people. I guess that have a problem with it. You know what I'm saying, from the protest angle. Um, but I always say, and I still don't think it's enough of them. But I would always want. I'm like, man, with the military and law enforcement, would they go, you know, along with the plans of the New World Order in parentheses? You dig what I'm saying? And not that what I'm seeing now makes me think, yeah, they will. But there's obviously a handful of individuals. Now that's, but I can't extrapolate. I don't know, man. Well, this is different, bro. Because these individuals live in America just like we do, right? So I don't know that I could say, even though the lady that they shot, a one Miss Hannah Good, was in fact, you know what I'm saying, a white lady from here in America, as true to form as you can get. You dig? Even though that's who he shot, I don't know that I would consider that to be an indication that a high number of individuals like him would turn that against just a general American citizen, you know what I'm saying, at the behest of somebody, you know what I mean? Um, but it's wild to think, bro, that somebody is in pursuit of deporting and getting some people that are in here in the country illegally. If it's a criminal going at, so be it. But we hearing too many stories that it's not criminals, bro. It's just anybody here illegal working in restaurants and all of that. So it's like, damn, bro. Somebody willing to go that hard and just be on on edge like that. It just seems to be like a powder keg. And if you look at Minneapolis, Minnesota right now, man, it could full well jump off into that. Now, there's people out there that say, the current administration wants something like that so they can declare some type of a different law code and prohibit the midterm elections and all of that. And all of that sounds good, bro. But with the millions of Americans out here that are upset, bro, I think that would be like a death knell. They would do that, and I think America would go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because too many of his supporters that are crazy as hell are mad as hell now. And if you to do that, it would just show another level of just like, oh no, nah, bro, like you know what I mean? America crazy. So I don't know if they'll do that, but it's wild what ICE got going on in these streets, man. And the angle I looked at, bro. Again, I think he was already there in his mind. So, you know, from what I'm understanding, he switched the phone to his other hand to pull his gun out. And when you look at it, bro, and again, Hannah Good on the video, you hear her say, "I'm not mad at you, dude," as he's walking around the car videotaping her getting a license plate. Um, I, for me, I have to take that as this lady wasn't aggressive. This lady wasn't trying to run him over. In fact, in the video, you hear her wife say, "Get out of there, baby," or something to that effect. And so, you looking at the video, man, she was turning her car to move away from the guy that was trying to open her door. And the guy can't say his name. I won't say his name. His name is available if you want to see his name and things like that. Um, from where he was positioned, man, I just don't know. I don't know that she saw him. I don't know. I don't know that she saw him. And most certainly, when she looked up and saw him at the last minute, I feel like she was swerving to get out the way. You know what I'm saying? To go away from him. And okay, let's say the first instance bumped him a little bit. He fired straight into the windshield instead of moving. She wasn't coming straight at him, bro. Like, so she bumped him. He fired straight through the windshield. You know what I'm saying? And then as she's turning, going away from him, he steps to the side and shoots her two more times. Let's say you give him the second shot that he was still, you know, still in the position in front of her, thinking, you know, okay, he wasn't clear all the way out of position. Let's just stretch it and say that. That third shot, where he is clearly beside the car, bro, and sticks the gun through the open window. Like, what was that one for, bro? She wasn't about to hit you. She leaving to go. She leaving. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, that was. But from what I understand, they say Cash Patel has taken the investigation over personally and not allowing inside investigations to be done, which is a bad look. When does that ever happen, bro? It's a yeah, you know, America crazy, man. But I think, man, you probably look on social media, the people you hear. I think those are just the ones that have made good money out of it and you know are fairly insulated or anonymous. Um, it's hard to believe that you'll sit down and have a real conversation with just a general person you just run into out in the store or whatever, and they would say, "Yeah, that lady was a domestic terrorist, bro. She was trying to run him over." Like I just feel like that's not the normal person, bro. But if you look online, like yeah, that's what they created. I was listening again to and maybe I need to quit plugging them, but I'll just say the podcast with Mary Lou and Bob because I'm convinced now, bro, that the person that runs that pod, I'm convinced that it's like a TV show. You know what I'm saying? Because the takes that these people give, bro, it is just like this isn't real, dog. This isn't real. They had an episode the other day with, you know, a third party therapist, and it was just, you know, I heard, and I watched the one that was put out recently. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna watch it, but it's just like, bro, the more I watch it, I'm just like, this has got to be just made for TV. You understand what I'm saying? But uh, these are the, you know, they justify them things, bro, and Yeah, it's bad. But like I said, I think those are more like made for TVs, man. Even the people on social media, on your X's, and I don't do Facebook a lot. I really only do X and then a little bit of Instagram and YouTube, of course. You know what I'm saying? On YouTube, you don't see it like that. It's not biased like that. You dig? Unless your algorithm, I'm starting to think the algorithm still will send you alternate opinions. You know what I'm saying? Because I see both sides of the spectrum, and I'll click on some of them. They're mostly hate watches or laugh watches, but I'll click on the I'm not gonna all right. I ain't gonna plug all them folk shows, but yeah, I'll click on some of them, man, and see what they got going on. But they seem to be trying to, it's too many things for them to dance around now, bro. Like I'd be cool if they just said like they underlying reasons for not wanting to vote for Miss Harris and this, that, and the third, and just kind of move on because it's getting embarrassing, bro. Like it's too many, you know what I mean? Just to be a decent person, just holding on your own because unless you're involved with the administration, you're not living out. You most certainly not benefiting out here in the real world. I think we can all agree to that. So unless you're directly involved with it, you ain't getting the millions put in your bank account or whatever's running up. So it's really getting to the point to where it's like, what's the point of keep defending this? That's why I don't think in the regular world it's really like that. But in the online space that I'm in a lot, man, you see a lot of it. So it's wild, son. But yeah, ICE gonna have to get under control, man, before a couple of those fellas create a situation for themselves, bro, where I don't know, bro, like the quality of you know what I'm saying, existing in the diaspora is threatened, bro, because they out there just doing people bad. Really, like, it's a bad look for America, my nigga. We got too many freedoms and enjoy too many innovations and you know what I'm saying, to be looking the way we looking, bro. It's like, I mean, I look back at the videos of the civil rights movement and I'd be cringe. I'm like, man, my nigga, I'd had to been bit up by some dogs. They'd have been took me out, or maybe I don't know, maybe the common way of being and going about things was to chill and kumbaya, you know what I'm saying? But just having attitude I have now, I'm like, bro, I couldn't have took it. But I